No, 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 no. This is not a test. This is not a simulation. This is not a drill. This is real, my friends. After many, many months, the vault door has opened once again. Greetings and salutations, my friends. It is I, your overseer, St. Uther, once more. After many months, the doors open again, and I'm joined tonight again by my wonderful friends Ambrosia Hartnett, Zawarsman, and depends on how things go, maybe our third and other player, Mooing Menace, who is currently, I think, in a coma of some sort right now. Not really, maybe a food coma, or just kind of taking a nap somewhat. Either way.
We have lost a Menace.
How are you doing, my friends?
After 10,000 years, I return. It's time to roll the bones.
Ah, man, I thought you were going somewhere else for a minute there. I mean, really, if I'm like, when you said 10,000 years, I'm like, wait a minute, what? I mean, literally, you could have
I'm
gone.
sorry, man, but if I want to tap into that well, I had to make sure I didn't go to work or deal with BS today.
10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck. Hang on a second. Anyways, all right, my friends. Anyone who's potentially watching right now or on a rebroadcast, again, I am St. Uther. Casual streamer. We usually just our D&D in quote games. In this case, it is our Fallout campaign. We've been on hiatus for almost 6 months now. Lots of RL things going on, schedules changing, things crazy. But finally, things have settled down enough for us to come back to the table, or virtual table for that matter. Anyways. So, my friends, where we left off, where were we again? I gotta double check my notes again. Oh, yes. The group had gone back to the Starlight Inn with a lead from, where to find a potential vault, because you are, following behind in the footsteps, well, somewhat in the footsteps of a vault dweller, because you need to get some batteries, or some, actually not some batteries, what was it? Oh yeah, you need to get some parts that are only from pre-war locations, such as vaults. What's that, my dear? Or are you just commenting on stuff that you get on your loot?
No, my grandma's at the door saying goodnight.
Ah, okay. Anyways. Yes, so you went back to Starlight Inn to find out where you might be able to find said vault or get any more tips. I mean, the head of that factory was telling you, well, I don't know exactly where it is, I just know it's in this vicinity. I don't have the exact coordinates. So you figured, hey, let's go to the Starlight Rest Stop, see if we could, if Abby there knew anything new, or had any more information for you. Not exactly, but she did mention the Vault Dweller had gone this direction. Also, if you guys are going in that direction, could you do me a favor and, well, actually, not, it was to a favor. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you do her a favor and inspect this area, because there was this iBot floating around advertising about, hey, if you need some chems or need anything else, or, you want some supplies, come here to this, to the Super Duper Mart. And, we got what you need, basically. You're like, that's kind of odd and kind of suspicious. More so because, like she said, a lot of her stuff has kind of gone missing, especially meds and stuff. So, you figured, hey, we're going that direction anyways. Let's see what we can find. And with that little exposition catch-up taken care of, we're back. So, the group stands before the Super Duper Mart. And you could tell that this place is not the run-of-the-mill super-duper mart that you've heard before the bombs fell. More so because it's a little bit more fortified with some boarded-up windows. Well, not so much boarded-up windows, but there's some, obvious defenses around, such as the auto turrets all over the place. It's like, interesting. And, of course, near the front door, there is an iBot floating by. So, my friends, take it away. How will you want to approach?
Alright, let's see how we're gonna handle this. I don't like the likes of that iBot, and from what we're seeing right now, can't even go low and slow over here.
Well, for your information, the iBot is, I mean, like you said, you don't like the looks of that. The iBot is totally just floating there, not doing anything, just floating by the front door. It knows you're there. It's totally aware. It's basically staring right at you. If it had eyeballs or any kind of sensor that you could obviously see, but to your knowledge, yes, you all know that iBots face forward. So it is staring at you guys, but it's not doing anything. It's not hostile. The turrets are just doing their little patrol thing, like turrets do. They just look one way. It's like a sprinkler system. Looks to the left, and then goes to the right until it hits its apex or whatever, and then does the same thing, goes back and forth. So it's just doing its little left, right. So nothing's hostile yet, but that could change depending on what you guys do. But go on.
I was planning on blasting that eye in the sky, but I was about to say, there's no point in trying to get hostile with the thing right now because we're going to be filled full of holes if we try anything stupid.
I mean, if you want to go in guns blazing, that's an option too.
I'll pass.
But yeah, so what do you guys want to do?
I'm of the idea that we just announce ourselves nice and peaceful, like we mean no harm. We're just taking a look around for supplies as a pair of travelers.
Okay, so you can do that. You can go ahead and approach the front door if you want. Or approach the iBot by the front door, actually. I should have moved him actually right here.
Alright, stay close, Doc. Don't do anything sudden or stupid, alright? I don't like the looks of this already.
Alright, so the group approaches. As you get close enough to the front, you reach a certain proximity, and the iBot greets you. Let's see, how do I want to do that voice real fast? Actually, do I have anything that works? Maybe. You know what? I should have gone over those. I actually have a bunch of voices in my voice mod, but I don't recall which one was which. I have to listen to them again later on. So maybe next time we'll have additional voices. For now, yes. For now, I should do it myself. Let's see here. Let's just do a generic voice for the most part, because yeah, iBots don't really have a thing. You just hear wee beep boop. After a few whirrings and clicks, you hear a voice come out. Greetings! Welcome to the Super Duper Mart. How may we assist your shopping needs today, friends?
We're a pair of travelers, and well, one of your iBots came near a something we were at, and we decided to come take a look and see what you had on offer.
Ah, excellent! Sounds like our marketing team has been hard at work, and you have heard the news. Do you by any chance have any coupons today?
Kneecast will just shrug.
Look to Doc.
I don't think so.
That was a trick question, actually, because here at the Super Duper Mart, our prices are so good, they are super! No, coupons are not even needed. Not like other markets. Is there anything in particular you need?
Let's go take a look around first before we decide to start buying everything off the floor.
Excellent work. Excellent idea. You can never know exactly what you need until you go inside. I will unlock the doors for you and let you in. Please be aware that any theft or any type of vandalism is not accepted and will result in harsh punishments swiftly and efficiently. If you have any other inquiries, please feel free to ask any of the staff within inside. And again, please refrain from going into unauthorized or stay in the designated zones, something like that. It's like, yeah. And please refrain from going into any restricted areas. You will only receive one warning. And again, have a pleasant day, and thank you for coming to the Super Duper Mart. And with that,
You
the door.
just get Doc in the background with his pouty face, mumbling. Oh, but all the fun stuff's in the restricted area.
Keep it calm, Doc. We don't want to do anything stupid. Yet.
The bot doesn't respond. Clearly heard that, but like doesn't respond because I guess wasn't programmed for that. So yeah, with that, the bot just kind of waddles off to make way for you guys, and the door's open.
All right, in we go.
All right, you do that. So the group will enter. So upon entering the main building, you find a couple of registers. There is a Mr. Handy, as you can clearly see right here by the first register, and this place looks fairly stocked for a place that should have been picked clean for the most part. I mean, there's garbage and stuff all over the place, shopping carts strewed about, a couple of bodies.
And of course, yeah, I was about to say, and the dead body, and the dead body,
Yeah,
and the dead body,
and the dead body, and the dead body. Somebody who hasn't clocked out in
Ever.
Yeah, they better be getting some serious overtime.
I
Anyway,
gotta
go on.
I gotta admit, I was not expecting this. What about you, Doc?
No, I was expecting a lot more dust.
Mhm.
Right.
It's gone.
And with that, my attention will turn to the Mr. Handy to our immediate vicinity.
Oh, I forgot to add one more piece of ambiance. You do hear the faint sound. I mean, it's not great, but you do hear the music playing over the radio system. Just like any supermarket you go into. Of course, this is in line with the music of the Fallout series. So, think jazz. Like 50s music, old jazz and stuff like that. Big band music. There we go.
I was about to say, so what? No swing?
Well, that works too. Either way, I think it's probably swing right now. Whatever. I mean, I can't play any for copyright reasons until I get AI.
That is entirely fair.
Until I can AI, my own. But anyways, that's neither here nor there.
I'm sure there's like some copyright free stuff somewhere out there.
Oh yeah, exactly. Anyways, go on. So you approach the Mr. Handy.
Hello there. Hi. We're travelers looking to purchase stuff. Could you explain something to me real quick?
Ah, yes, sir. What can I get for you?
When did this place open?
Ah, the Super Duper Mart has been open since... File not found. Do apologize.
So, you have no idea. Man, that tracks. Alright. So, Doc, give me a hand here. I'm kind of stumped for questions.
Actually, hang on. Let me. I thought of something better. Let me rewind that. So, upon your original question, is like, please do clarify. Do you mean when this facility first opened, or do you mean when we reopened recent? When we had our reopening after the terrible incident?
When you reopen.
Ah, yes, reopening. Well, we've been open for, I'd say about 2 or 3 weeks, actually.
And do you have any idea who established this place reopening?
Oh, yes, that would be the boss.
Huh.
He is such a hard-working fellow. Reprogrammed us and got this place up and running again, making it into a well-stocked establishment, or at least by today's standards. Not quite as good as it was back in the day, but still quite nice, I say.
Okay. Newcastle turned to Doc. Any ideas?
Please repeat.
He's
Newcastle turned to you and asked if you have any ideas.
Regarding
And
how...
Captain
Oh, go on.
while thinking, well, maybe if we poke around a bit, we may find some clues. But a little hard to say.
Hearing that, the robot will respond, "Oh, yes, need help finding anything? Do you? Well, I have a pretty good idea. I have numerous databases, or a well-stocked database of where to find in which aisle. What is it that you are looking for at the top of your list?"
Good question. Number of things. Supplies, ammunition, medicine, missing persons, free Mr. Handy's looking for employee elsewhere.
Okay, let's address these one at a time then. First question.
Supplies?
Could you be a little bit more specific? We are a general convenience store. We have a little bit of everything, actually. We sell food and water, or at least some water. Other supplies like protection, etc.
Well, that answered my question. Other thing I can think of would be missing persons and free Mr. Handy's. Not free in the sense that I want to steal him or anything, but more like Mr. Handy's with no directive.
I'm afraid we do not have any handies in stock at the current moment. All of the handies here are currently in employment, actually. Ever since the original staff seemed to have just, stopped working or stopped coming in. It's like everyone quit all at once. Terrible thing.
Put it one way of putting it.
Had to throw a little dark humor in there.
Okay, so let me see here. Remind me again as to why we're here. It's been a hot minute,
Yes, I
and
know.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I get you. The original reason was because Abby at the Starlight Rest Stop, all of her medical supplies are currently missing. Remember, originally it was food supplies because it was being hit by raiders back east from the Twin Bull Ranch, and now it's medical supplies that she's missing.
Okay, sir. Maybe you can give me a hand here.
Well, I am a Mr. Handy.
Because it sounds like an amazing coincidence that this place got up and running, you said about 2-3 weeks ago?
Give or take.
And the settlement we came from has been having quite a few problems of their supplies getting filched.
Oh my, that is terribly up. That is awfully terrible. Well, it is a common thing with Super
Hello?
Duper. Yeah, I'm here. Hear me? My dude? Uh-oh. Having a issue with connections? Hello. It's a Warsman. Uh-oh. Yep, there it goes. Ah, there you are.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, I heard you say hello, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
okay.
Discord was acting
Yeah,
up.
I get you. Anyways, okay. Reiterating what I was about to say. You mentioned about how, hey, how is it this place just recently opened and this other place is missing stuff? Oh my, that is awfully terrible. Well, it is not completely uncommon for Super Duper Marts to open and then other businesses just start to dwindle, as our advertising bought out as the advertiser outside told you, our prices are super duper, that coupons are not needed here. Unlike other establishments, our prices are so low, the other competition usually just folds up shop.
And it doesn't sound weird at all to you that the competition folds up because of your prices and whatnot.
That's just how Super Duper Marts have always operated. Doesn't seem odd to me.
Kneecap just pinches the bridge of his nose.
I have a feeling you're not fond of robots, or at least your character isn't. It's like,
No, he's not fond of robots, but he's definitely smelling a rat. He just doesn't know how to expose it yet.
Remember, robots also do what they're programmed to do. Or not, well, basically programmed to do and not do what they're not programmed to do. So if this thing literally has no knowledge, then, you know.
Alright, so that's how it's gonna be.
Yes, is there anything else you need help with?
Yes, actually.
What's that?
Yes, actually.
Go on, then.
Is there any chance we can speak with your boss right now? Because I have a few questions I want to ask him.
Perhaps. The boss is usually very busy. Are you here? Oh, hello?
Discord is acting up tonight.
Oh, Discord, you silly bee. You silly bitch, Discord. Well, you know what? Hang on. Let me see one thing. Let me move us to the other channel real quick, like and see. Because sometimes that seems to help things. Let me move you over real fast. Timeout. Move to. Boop. Move to. Boop. Boop. Okay. Hello. Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Excellent. Ambrosia, you got me?
We.
Excellent. Okay, let's see if that cleans things up. Because again, sometimes Discord has this weird habit of certain channels just being... And when I go to a different channel in the server, it'll be fine. It's like, thank you for being a friend, I guess? Travel down the word or back again? Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Anyways. Oh, yes, I was saying. You were asking, can I speak to your boss? It's like, well, the boss is terribly busy most of the time. Like I said, he's got quite the strong work ethic. I mean, unless you're here for employment, he usually is open to interviews. Seeing as how our staff is quite small. Are you by any chance here for an interview, or would like to interview for a job?
I want to interview about something, that's for sure.
I'm terribly sorry. That answer is not quite clear. Could you be specific? Did you want to interview for a job? Again, robots.
Where's your boss located?
He is in his office right now. But only
Background face palming.
he is currently in the boss is currently in his office, but unfortunately it is a restricted area. Only authorized personnel and employees may be there. However, if you are here for an interview, you will be granted a temporary access.
Yeah, you know what? That works. Work with me on this, Doc. Yeah. Actually,
Go on.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go with that.
Okay. Excellent. I'm sure you will be exactly what the boss is looking for. I will contact him right now and give you your passes. So the handy just spins a bit, clicks a button to activate a small intercom radio. Excuse me, boss. We have some applicants here looking for employment. Are you busy at the moment? You hear the radio respond. You hear a small voice over it. No, not really. Go ahead. It's like, they look like a capable bunch. Oh, yes, indeed, sir. They look quite hardy. Shall I send them to your office? Yeah, go ahead. Splendid. I will send them back forthwith. Good news, friends! It sounds like the boss is currently accepting more applicants right now and has opening in his schedule. Please go to the rear of the building. Oop. Darn it! Hang on. Yeah, my buddy just, so, hang on. Let's see. If that's not being fun, then let's go back then. Hang on. Back to the other channel. Maybe the other channel's being better then. Hang on. Move to... My dude, are you okay? Can you hear me now? Hello? Warsman.
He's building this thing so fun.
How's that? Oh, you're building your little birthday gift?
Yes.
I love your multitasking. Anyways, please bear with us a quick moment, my friends. Our friend Warsman's having some connection issues again. It's like, internet, why must you betray us in our moment of need?
Likes messing with us.
I
As a
guess.
form of being a digital overlord.
Why? I'm the overseer here.
Because we have no Skynet yet. We
Shh.
just have the internet.
Shh. Oh, there you go. Saying it's disconnecting. I'll probably reconnect here in a quick second. In a hot second. Let's see.
Ooh.
I don't think you're gonna be up all night building that thing. Maybe.
What can I say? Fun stuff is fun.
Lovely. You know, I should probably make that now. I didn't think I would need one, but I will. I'm gonna make a, a please stand by screen. So basically like a kind of AFK screen, like I used to use for when I was streaming for gaming, primarily. So I was like, probably should make that. Note to self, make AFK screen. Or so if we need to banter. Oh, it looks like he's reconnecting right now. I see him back in Roll20. Come on, Discord. Behave for my friend for at least for another half hour or so. Aha!
It's gonna be one of those nights.
I hear you, bro. Alright. So let's speed things along a little bit then while your connection is still stable. Yeah, so the handy has given you your the okay. Relayed the information to the boss, and now you have access to the rear of the facility.
Thank you. Come on, Doc.
So just please so please continue forward this way and head north to the back of the room, to the back of the facility. Good luck, and I hope you are super duper material.
Kneecast will just nod.
Okay, so with that, yes, I will unlock the door. So the door to the rear is unlocked. So yeah, it's all the way up here. Door is open.
Come on, Doc.
So yes, as you go through the market, you will see more handies floating around, restocking shelves. Most of the shelves, like I said, are not completely barren. There is stuff on the shelves, not in mass quantities, but oddly enough, there is like stuff on the shelves, and not, like I said, completely sparse. Like there's like, well, I mean, visually here you see like one or two things on the shelves, but that was the early concept. And I completely forgot to restock this thing a little bit more, so it's not that sparse. But there is stuff. Anyways, so, do you guys enter the back room? Or do you want to look around the store a bit more?
No, I'm headed toward the back room.
Okay, you do so. Upon entering the back room, you have come into what looks like the employee lounge area where you would have lunch and stuff, because there's a couple of tables. You see a countertop with an old fridge and some other stuff, and inside there's also a raider who's just sitting down eating. Munching on something.
We'll come in very quiet, like.
I mean, he totally notices you because he's facing the door. He's facing that side where you guys come in. It's only one way in, one way out. Looks up.
Doc just watches him try to sneak in, and shakes her head, shrugs, and skips in behind him.
looks up at you guys as he's eating some kind of meat. He's like, you must be the. He's like, you must be the guys. You must be the new potential hires. Boss's room's just down there to the other side of the room.
Thanks.
Good luck. So yeah, he means this door back here. Just knock before you go in.
Getcha.
And he goes back to eating his food.
Out of character, talk about some security guard.
Huh?
Out of character, talk about some security guard.
Well, I mean, this guy's on break, I guess, right? He's just sitting there eating.
He doesn't get paid enough bottle caps to deal with this bullshit.
Maybe. Or maybe it's because, this place is covered with turrets and shit and robots that are probably not like, you know what? We don't need a crap ton. But anyways, back to characters, back to game. So you approach the door. What are you going to do?
Knock on it.
You knock on the door. And then you hear a voice. Who is it?
New hires, here for an interview?
Alright, come on in. Door opens. Come on in.
Mentally, I am preparing for a fight.
Okay. Alright. So, Doc, do you follow?
Yep.
Okay. So, Doc follows, and so does Jeff. Alright, entering the room, you find some kind of office. There is a desk with a computer, and there is a hardy-looking raider behind the desk with a dog next to him, and another. Wait, is that the right guy? Oh yeah, there is. Okay. Oops, let me fix that one. Hang on. That is that guy. Where is he? Boop. There we go. And also inside the room is a medic protectron. Greetings, you must be the new hires. The boss has been waiting for you. The boss has been waiting for you.
Huh.
The raider sitting at the desk looks up and goes, "Thank you." It's like, yeah, whatever. So you guys must be the new guys.
You could say that. More along the lines of and Ibot caught wind of us, started advertising, and we came over to take a look and see what all the hullabaloo was.
Ah, you're a man of action. I like that. You beat me to my question I was about to ask, which was, how did you find out? How did you find out about our operation here?
Let's just say it's been a long few days, and more just keeps adding to the pile. And so it goes. Spoke with your help outside, and they have no idea what's going on, for lack of a better term. How long have you been open?
About 2 weeks actually. It's kind of hard to find help out here, but so far these bots keep things going.
Alright, I can understand that. Now, here's the thing, pal. I don't mean to go poking into anything I should not know about. But given how insane it can get out there, I just want to play my cards close to my chest, you know? Do you have any info that you can tell me about who's running this shindig?
You're looking at him. I'm the one running this whole operation. Why do you think I'm here in this chair? Why do you think I got this office?
Can I get a name at the very least?
Name's not important. Just call me boss. That's all you need to know.
Newcastle just side-eye Doc real quick.
Now, I'm the one asking the questions here. Next question: Are you prepared to start working for me, or are you just wasting my time?
Depends on the work.
All you gotta do is go out, get chems, get supplies. Don't care where, don't ask for 'em. Just come back, bring supplies, you get caps. Easy peasy.
Uh-huh. Alright, tell me something. Because I think I might have an idea that'll make both you and me happy.
I'm listening.
First, I need to know, you haven't started anything with anyone out there, right? Gangers, settlements, the Brotherhood, the Institute.
Like I said, all I do is run this here business. You go out, bring supplies, I sell them. You get a cut of the profits. That's all there is. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't ask, don't tell, don't care. I think I finally settled on my voice for this dude.
Here's hoping here's hoping my idea goes through too.
All right, let's keep.
Ambrosia, what about you? What's running through your head right now, hon? Because again, I smell a rat, and this dude's short-sightedness just may be the death of him. So I'm not liking our odds, because I'm pretty sure those Mr. Handys will turn on a dime and eviscerate us if we try and start anything right now.
Potentially. All depends on how you want to handle this, too. Ambrosia, my dear? Uh-oh. Did we lose Ambrosia, too?
No,
Oh, okay.
I am computing.
Oh, yes. Then compute away, my dear. Processing.
Battle cruiser operational.
Just breaking the silence.
Pretty much thinking that we just keep playing along depending on what his angles are, considering could essentially be A, robbing the place, or B, just scavenging shit really, really well.
Yeah, you don't have a good read on him, do you?
Not really.
Okay. Now let me see something here real fast. Because, again, it's been a hot while since we've played. I've kind of forgotten a bunch of other things. Let me see here. Where are my DM screens? Now I think about it, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let me see here. I should have done this too to begin with. There we go, punch up the screens. And let's see here. Not really, but yeah. Alright, sorry, I just wanted to check something, but yeah. So, you guys want a job or not? If so, if you don't, then the door's there. Don't let it hit your ass on the way out.
Charming, real charming. What do you think, Doc?
I am currently not seeing anything wrong, but then again, I may not be the best with people.
Okay.
This
I
is
just
true.
don't want us to get attached. I just don't want us to get into attached into something that's going to mean the end of us. All right. Lord knows I could always use a few spare caps. We're in.
Awesome. One last question though, before we bring you on officially. Do you guys have any special qualifications? Because that also helps out too. It might increase your pay just a bit.
Good at
First off,
catching.
he points at kneecaps. You with the baseball bat. What you good at?
As in the name, knee breaking.
Your muscle, huh?
Yep.
All right, that could be a good qualification. Anything else?
Give me a moment. Well, let's just say I'm also a crack shot with small arms.
Alright, that might be it. Never could use too many. Never can have too many gods. Alright. Alright, what about your friend over here? You, little lady. What are you good at?
Good at patching tech and people up. Get them back on the workforce.
Not only people and both people and mechanical medic. Not too many of yous comes around. I take it that dog of yours, that dog following you around is yours too?
Yep. Best
Alright.
friend and bodyguard.
Excellent. Good with dogs too. Like it. Good with animals. Alright, perfect. Two of yous is hired then. More so because we've got you here. Girly, I got a couple of bots in the back room over here, and room over that are not quite up to ship shape. You check them out, there's a bonus for you. Alright? That'll be your first assignment. Also, you, Muscle Boy. Since they's not working properly, things in the back room haven't been moved around quite a bit. Hence why the stock out front is not looking so good. Before you start going out and collecting stuff from me, get to work in the back, start organizing things. Alright?
I'll do what I can.
You finish this here job, you're good to go. If you need anything else right now, ask now. Otherwise, door's right there to your left.
Kneecaps won't say a word and will just head to the back to get started.
Alright?
Boomer's like, "Hey, boss man," and skips on out.
Alright, cool. Door's open, so you can go ahead and go into the back room. And as the group is leaving to his office, he'll say, "Oh yeah, and one more thing. Welcome to the Super Duper Mart."
Thanks. Okay, OOC discussion time.
All right, go for it.
Ambrosia, what the hell did we get ourselves into?
Some random side job?
Menial
Because-
labor?
Because here's the thing. It seems to me that this boss guy is not really is not really letting us in on everything, you know?
Well,
I I have two theories. He works for one of Cherry Bomb's sister's gangs and has no idea what we look like, therefore he didn't rat us out yet. Or he's really just a short-sighted dumb shit who has no idea of how spending money will make money. I fucking hit it right on the head, didn't I?
No. I love this because I didn't plan for any of that. Like, right now, I'm just rolling with this, dude. Right now, the way I have things is very loose. I have a general framework, and I just let it roll. And I come up with shit on the fly with this one, so I'm rolling with this just like you guys are. I'm like, you know what? I like where this is going. I have an idea, but, I mean, this could go completely into left field and out into the goddamn parking lot. I'm like, you know what? I'll roll with it. Ah, damn it. And disconnection again. And we're waiting. Nah, it's just me playing with my sound clips again. I'm like, oh yeah, which one was that? That's what that was.
Yes.
We'll be right back after a short message. After this commercial break. There we go. I'm like, what the hell is that fucking line? After this commercial break. No, not really. I'm just goofing off right now.
Death is a preferable alternative to communism.
Oh, I love that line. I need to populate this damn thing a bit more now too, since I found more Fallout sounds. Alright, there he goes. Hang on. He should be reconnecting here in a second. Whoop, that's the wrong button.
Okay, so we have two of those. Four of these. 8 of these. 2 of those. Okay.
La 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 la.
This one. Both of these. Those there. La 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 la.
Actually, is that one of those?
That was so fun.
Oh my god, it is. Derp.
No.
No, I'm looking at the skills. I'm like, oh yeah, that is a thing. That'll be my catch-all. Some of my catch-alls. Again, because in more recent weeks, well, a couple weeks ago, Fields and I were playing a lot of Baldur's Gate 3, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. Baldur's Gate 3's skill systems and professions are different from that of Fallout. So I'm like, oh yeah, there's no perception technically. Well, perception's actually a core special stat. It's not an actual, hey, roll perception check to see what you can see. Internet, be nice to our friend. It's a warsman. Aha!
Ugh.
Death is a preferable alternative to communism.
I'm starting to get real frustrated with this internet issue.
I know, dude. It's like fucking hell. Anyways, as I was rambling about real fast before you disconnected again, like I said, where you guys are taking this right now is not exactly what I had planned, but I'm rolling with it, and I'm actually really enjoying this. Like I said, this could go in complete left field from what I had planned, and I'll roll with it and accept it, and actually really like it. Either way, I'm grinning over here right now. Anyways, let's get back to characters, get back to game. Hopefully we can wrap this up here soonish. Because again, you have multiple ways of taking care of this. Right now, I'm like, you know what? I like where you're at right now. Based on the next couple of choices, we could definitely speed this up and then figure out how we're going to put a bow on this chapter. Or this specific encounter chapter. Anyways. Alright,
So, if I remember correctly, the boss asked me to organize the shelves. Does that mean he wants me to take the goods over to the front end or just make things look pretty back here?
Yeah, actually. Well, make sure things are organized properly. You know, there's a few boxes that need to be moved up or moved around, and yeah, start, you know, help that way we can also start stocking the shelves. So organize things back here a bit and stock the shelves. Doc's task is to fix up the bots, the handies back here. In fact, yeah, that's the thing.
All right.
In fact, that's what I'm gonna do.
And the door is closed and there's no surveillance here, right?
No surveillance here. Hang on. Before you do anything else, though, let me real quick here. Let me just do this. Okay. Wow, that one's really dinged up. And the other one is... Damn! He wasn't kidding when he said these handies are not up to shape. These things are banged the hell up. So yeah. So, Doc, you spot the two handies in the back room here. Both of them have been banged up something fierce. Like, what the hell? And yeah, they need some mighty repairs. So, go about your tasks. Or maybe, or deviate from them if you want.
As I do, let me see here. Let me get my character sheet.
Yeah, that's what I was just doing when you were DC'd. I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me get these up again and double check what the stats and everything are. I'm like, I know what to do now. And I have a feeling what questions you're going to be asking. That's why I have to check.
Let me see. Survival perception in order to see what boxes are open and what boxes aren't.
Correct. Yes. Go ahead. Roll. Let me move over to that so I got it queued up. Total pass.
2 successes.
Very pass. Well, 3 actually, because you rolled critical. So you got 3 successes, which is more than enough, and that gave you 2 action points. Because you got more successes than you need. All right. You find the boxes. Most of them are, like I said, some of them are out of order, some are in the wrong place, and some haven't been stocked on the shelf right. So these shelves up here, up to the north, these are all supposed to be. These are all for food and drink. Boxes here, things in the center are supposed to be for any type of armors or clothing. Boxes to the bottom are supposed to be any kind of medical supplies, and the shelves back here are for weapons and ammo.
So center's food, nearest is medical, farthest is weaponry.
Well, hang on. So again, top shelf up north, up top of the map, that's all, I'll do it again right now, hang on. This is all food and water, you know, yeah, food and drink, armors, meds down below, and off the far side of the other side of the whole place is weapons and ammo.
Right. I'm going to start organizing some of the boxes, but when I get to the weapons and ammo, I'm going to filch whatever bullets I can for my gun.
Okay.
And to look for explosives too, because I have a crazy idea. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to turn to Doc, and I'm going to ask her, do you have any idea how to code?
I love where this is
Just
going.
looks at you, but a tiny bit.
Alright, because here's the thing. If you can get these two handies up, we may... See, not only will we be able to get a few, a little leeway over this idiot, but...
Ah, crap. I think he DC'd again.
No, I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
I'm going through my notes.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I think I heard you just say, but. I'm like, oh, crap. Anyways, go on.
Maybe we can get our robot friends some new workers over there.
You just blinks him. And how likely does this plan seem to not blow up in our faces?
I'm guessing 12% chance of success. We just have to play it nice and simple until I give the signal, alright? But for now, what I want you to do is fix the handies and see if you can code them to work for us on the down low. Meantime, I'll gather what I can to use for whenever we decide to, spring into action.
All right, time out for a second. When you said 12%, I'm like, oh, well, you didn't say you weren't gonna go with 33.33 repeating, of course. Oh my god, he just ran in.
Nikesh is smart, but he's not that smart.
That's true. Anyway, sorry. Tangent aside, couldn't help myself. Back to the game. All right, so their plan right now.
Is calculating how many different ways this will blow up in their faces.
Oh, all things depending. All things considering, maybe a lot, maybe a little, maybe none. Unless you have a better plan of action, my dear, that you want to share with your companion.
She doesn't really.
Okay. So the two of you will go about your plan. Kneecaps plans to organize and maybe skim some stuff. And Doc is going to fix and potentially reprogram the handies. So who wants to do what first?
Let's have Doc work on the handies, and then I'll deal with the boxes.
Okay. So Doc, which handy did you want to attend to first? The seriously damaged one, or the very damaged one?
I'll start off with the fairly damaged one.
Okay, that's the one closest to you. So, all right. So, what did you want to do first? Did you want to repair it, or outright first, or did you want to try and tinker with its programming before you fix it and then potentially reactivate it? Because they're both currently dormant; they're not active.
Tinker first.
All right, science then. That would be a science intelligence check. Oh, excellent. You rolled exactly what you needed. That was difficulty 2, and you rolled it exactly. Perfect. All right. So, Ambrosia pokes away in the insides. Rewires a few things. And believes she has successfully, fairly certain, she's like, you're about 95% confident that you have successfully reprogrammed this thing to answer all your questions and to recognize you as the, the higher than the boss. I mean, it'll still take commands from the boss and everything else, but now you are, and still call him boss and recognize him as boss, but you're like, boss. But again, you don't know for certain until this thing is reactivated. Like I said, you're like 95% sure, which is more confident than you were going in with this cockamamie plan, at least in your head. So what do you want to do now? Did you want to go tinker with the other one, or did you want to try and fire this one up first?
I think tinker with the other one first.
All right. So you will go do that. Let's switch back to Kneecaps real fast. Kneecaps, my man, what do you want to do real quick while she was tinkering and rewiring?
I'll work my way from where I'm at right now to the weapons.
All right, you're gonna go straight.
Yeah.
You're gonna go straight to the weapons area. All right.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I'm going to start organizing, starting from here until I get to the weapons. Basically, busy work.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you don't notice anything too much out of the ordinary. You know, most boxes you find are just, you know, a smattering of certain things. You know, just random food and, you know, boxes of like cram and, you know, a lot of pre-war food, pre-war packaged food.
Question.
Huh?
Question.
Yes, go ahead.
Abby never told us if she marked any of the supplies that got stolen, did she?
No, actually. All she mentioned was there was a lot of chems missing. She has no medical supplies right now.
Right. Okay. Survival perception roll when I get to the foods and medicines to see if there's like any helpful chems. Not like drugs or crap like that. I'm talking like medicine.
Okay. But yeah, you go through the food stuff. So far, it's just, you know, generic stuff you'd find out in the wastelands for the most part. You know, all pre-war food. Going through, once you get to the, what was the second one? That was the armor. Armor and stuff. Mainly, it's a bunch of clothing and you know, off a wasteland. You know, occasional bits of leather armor. You know, stuff raiders wear. You know, raider leathers, etc. All that, you know, mishmash. Nothing too crazy. And once you get to the meds and stuff, you find some medical supplies. There's some, there are some stim packs, some other, crap. Oh, that one was a quick reboot.
Goddamn Discord.
All right, where did I cut off?
Let's see. Foods, armors and clothing was just basically typical raider junk.
Okay, yeah. You get to the med stuff. You find a lot of chems, actually. You know, Jet, Psycho, you know, all that other crap that you're not very fond of, because, you know, you have a history with med.
Let me see here. Chems. Garbage, trash, refuse, junk, more junk.
Quicker ways to end your life. You know, anyways, a lot of that junk. But you do find a small amount of medical supplies. So you find some stim packs, some anti-venoms, you know, other stuff like that. But it's not like a massive amount of stuff. At least not the amount of stuff that would, at least to your knowledge, this doesn't look like the amount of stuff that Abby's missing. It's like part of it, but not all of it.
Okay, what do I have to roll in order to, like, use a shard of wall or something in order to mark those boxes as a just-in-case measure?
I'll say you can just do it. There's no roll on needed on that. Just, okay, go.
Alrighty.
You just make a small
There's got a little, what I was planning on doing is, like, looking around to see if there's, like, a piece of drywall I could use in order to rip it off and then just...
There's scrap all over the place for the most part, dude. I mean... Or you could always just mark it with your hand for the most part.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, no, it's fine. No, just
nothing too obvious. Just a quick cross with a white piece of drywall because it's essentially chalk.
Basically, yeah. There you go. Yeah, you do that. You do that. So you mark. So you've marked the. You've specifically marked the one you're very suspicious about. Like, well, this is part of what Abby's probably missing, but It's not enough to say well, one, like you said, she didn't tell you exactly if anything's marked, and B, I mean, she's missing a large shipment, which is why she has none right now. This is only like maybe a quarter of it. At least that's what you're thinking. Like, this looks like maybe it'd be a quarter of her shipment. And I will retroactively say that Abby told you how big her shipment was. It was probably... okay, well, I'll say this right now. Hang on, give me a roll of die real fast and figure it out. That's about what I figured. Okay, so she said she's missing about, 5 boxes of medical supplies. And you found 1. Now again, not definitive. Nothing's marked. But you're like, well, this is 1 box of stuff that looks like it would be what Abby would be missing. Because it's in line, it's stim packs and, some anti-venoms and stuff like that. Rat-Away, Rat-X. But, I mean, that stuff's pretty common in general, too. So, maybe this guy found this stuff. Or, whoever employees he has found this stuff and brought it to him. Or it could be part of the shipment. Who knows? But you do have your suspicion. I mean, I can tell you're already suspicious. So, you'll make a note of that. You still there, my dude?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool. And as for the weapons, weapons don't stand out too hard either. Mostly pipe weapons, a couple of, nothing too heavy. I mean, mostly it's raider weapons. Stuff that raiders would use, pipe guns, shotguns, basic shotguns, and, a couple of other melee weapons. And ammo for those things, too, so. You're excused. Oh, let me bring up my other spreadsheet. But yeah, so do you have anything else to check out or add before we go back to Ambrosia?
So no grenades, no, what's it called, landmines or anything of the sort?
No heavy explosives or anything like that.
Son of a...
It's pretty basic. And the only thing you find that would be explosive in general is a bunch of booze, which can be used for Molotov cocktails.
Well, that's something at the very least. I'm
And
pretty sure this...
Hang on, and I will say that you do find one small crate with a couple of Molotovs ready to go.
At least it's something. I'll take... Let's see. If you'll excuse me? And he will just help himself to the lot.
You're gonna snatch the whole crate of cocktails.
How many are we talking here?
Well, let's find out here. 7. There's 7 cocktails in the whole crate.
I'll take 3.
Okay. Do you have cocktails in your inventory already? I think you did. Let me double check here. I think I'm like, let me do it here while I'm at it. Weapons, Molotovs.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Alright, so let me add 3 more to your inventory. Quantity. You're at 4 now. Alright, so that's taken care of. Alright, so are you done with your side of investigating?
For now, yeah.
Okay, back to Ambrosia. You were going to tinker at the other one, correct? Okay, this one is very heavily damaged. It's amazing this thing is still intact and not a complete box of scrap. So, if you're going to try and rewire this thing and try and reprogram it, this is going to be quite difficult. Much harder, a lot harder than the last one. Unless you want to start fixing it up first.
Yeah, I think on this one, I'm going to try to fix it at least partially first.
Okay, partial fix. Alright, let's see here. You want to fix it up enough to, be easy to reprogram, but not outright reactivate.
Yep.
Okay. So, this is going to be an intelligence repair check, but let me double check something here real fast and let me decide how difficult I want to make that. More so with your response and everything. Do you have a tool for that too? I don't remember if you do. Not at the moment. All right. So yeah, go ahead and make your roll. If you want to spend if you want to spend some AP on this roll, you can. But more so, since you said you are going to do a partial, take that into consideration.
Ooh.
Oh, damn. All right. Well, you didn't do any complications. All right. You kind of bang on it a little bit. Not really doing a whole lot. Let me see here. What's the rule on repairing real fast? Where did I put that? Where is the repairing height? That's not it. That's the wrong table. Nope, not that one either. Good God, where'd I put everything? It's been a hot while. I mean, I still have everything open for the most part. I just kind of forgot where I organized everything. Is that the one? No, that's not it. Is that it? No, that's not it. That's definitely not it. Hang on, do I have it over here? Maybe? That's not it. That's not it. Is that one? No, that's the other one. Damn it. Wait. Potentially. No, that's not the right one. Damn it. Where did I put that other sheet? Aha! Found you. Okay. So yeah, because you didn't completely succeed, you didn't exactly get what you were aiming for, but you're not reactivating the damn thing, so you will repair it. But let's see here. What is your skill at? Alright, so you did manage to repair it, but you only got a small amount of it. So you're not quite sure if it's enough to make the reprogramming easier. You're about 50-50. Sure, that is. You're like, I might have made it easier. Or I might have made it harder. Crap. That's kind of what's going through your mind, I think. Like, did I make it harder or easier? You could take another crack at it to see if you want to succeed on making it easy to repair. Or easy to reprogram. Keep in mind, though, if you repair it too much, you might just reboot it in the process. So, what do you want to do?
Thinking I'll leave it as is.
And you're going to try the reprogramming?
Reprogram it.
Okay. Go ahead and make your science and intelligence check. Mind you, if you want to use any AP, go ahead. Oh, damn. Okay. And you rolled what you needed. On the dot again this time.
Can't fix it, but I can program them.
Yeah, that's true, all right. So yeah, just like with the first handy, you're about 95% sure that you managed to, well, this time, because it was so damaged, not 95, you're about 80% sure. So you've got you figure there's a 1 in 5 chance that I didn't succeed. as opposed to a 1 in 20 chance that you didn't succeed on the last one. So the odds are still in your favor. But again, you won't know for certain until you reboot these things, because there's no like hard terminal to interact with, the interface with these things, just the internals. So with that in mind, what do you want to do?
Okay. Well, since I'm about as sure as I can be that I appropriately reprogrammed them, I will finish repairing.
Okay, you gonna go full repair?
Yep.
Okay, make your roll. Okay. That one, since that one was super damaged, that's enough for you to get it almost completely repaired. It'll reboot, it can move around, but it's got limited mobility on its arms and stuff. Or do you want to take one more crack at it? Up to you. Now, mind you, before you make any other rolls, with the information I gave you, you're like, this one will react. If I reactivate it now, it will be able to move about and communicate with us, but its arms and stuff and weapons systems are not in the greatest of shape. So in case it does turn hostile, it'll be a lot easier to take care of. So that's what's going through your mind right now, as you're deciding, do I want to go full repair and then reactivate, or do I just want to boot it up now?
I think maybe just boot it up now.
Okay. So, after a moment or two, you run the commands, and whee! The eyes perk up, its little engine fires up, and it starts hovering. Ah! Good day, madam! Are you the one responsible for repairing me and bringing me back into almost tip-top shape?
That I am.
My dearest thanks. My absolute heartfelt thanks to you. How may I serve you, madam? So, what do you want to ask it? Or tell it? I know, I'm like putting you on the spot right now. Like, brain!
Why is it when I don't need to think about proper questioning and shit, it comes to me?
Okay, well, you don't have to ask it in character. Just give me an idea of what you want to ask about. Or do.
Pretty much if there's any records on file of suppliers or how he obtained his goods.
Okay. That's what I figured you were going to ask. Okay, so, I'll do it for you then, basically. In character, you ask, please give me a detailed record of where these goods came from. So yeah, your character will ask that. It's like, these goods, where did they originate from? And the handy's eyes, which is kind of they do their thing when they open all the way and close a bit, sort of like dilate basically, like open close a bit, and look basically giving you that puzzled look. It's like, why, we scavenged these from the wastelands, got them from some nasty bandits and other ne'er-do-wells out there. Hence why we got so banged up, barely made it back. Boss man had his how do you say, actually, yeah, that's me, actually. I'm like, how do you say, co-workers or whatever like that. Had his co-workers go over us, but didn't quite have the expertise. Deactivated us to help conserve. Is there anything else you require, mistress? Or madam? So you got your answer. This handy claims that most of this stuff, pretty much this stuff was scavenged. And also scavenged off of other bandits and, probably other raiders from the wastelands. Anything else you want to ask? Or do you want to fix it up all the way?
He's gonna be wary, take them for their word, and repair them the rest of the way.
Okay. Make your roll.
And pray that she does not regret it.
Make your repair roll.
Yep. Ouch.
Oh, shit!
Oh dear, oh god, oh no, oh fuck.
Okay, hang on. So, in her repairing, she didn't quite put things back the way they should. Managed to cause a little bit of damage to it. To which the handy will just reply, "Oh my, I believe you've put that backwards, madam."
You'll just hear her muttering under her breath. Dang it!
Are you sure you're certified, are you sure you're certified General Atomics? Were you certified by General Atomics, or did you get your training from some random book you found? Basically, kind of takes a jab at you in a polite way. Translation: what the hell are you doing? Were you properly trained, or did you train yourself?
I believe that's what they call fighting words there, Doc.
Not really. So, did you want to try and repair him again, or did you want to just leave him and have him go about his duties right now, somewhat impaired?
She's gonna try again. She just kind of glares at him like, "Try me, you bucket of bolts."
Okay, go for it. If you want to use AP, that's up to you. You have 2 to spare right now. Hey, there you go. That's some success. Okay, yeah, you definitely fixed this guy. He's back to full health and back to tip-top working order. Ah, much better there, madam. Feels like I just rolled off the assembly line again. I'm totally gonna roll with this. Oh, thought just crossed my mind. My dude, are you listening?
Yes, I am.
All right, this one's for you. It's like, okay, hang on. Back to what I was saying. Just feels like I just got off the assembly line. The assembly line. You even took care of a nasty burr on my rotator. Oh.
You missed the perfect opportunity there. You missed the perfect opportunity.
No, I just said it right now, dude.
No. When she botched the roll with the arm. Okay.
Ah,
you
yes.
could've gone-
Well, see, no,
you could've gone-
I know. It just crossed my mind, so I did miss it, but I made up for that right now. Yes, of all the iron blown dimwittery, you left a piece out.
No way. You're just a little bit stiff.
Anyways, sorry. Shout out to all the Transformers fans out there, including you, The Wars Man. OG Transformers. Anyways, alright, so yes, the handy is back in full working order, and you have managed to prove yourself to a robot that I can fix things. You have a slight beaming glee about you, like, ha-ha!
Like, try me.
Alright, so while Doc was tinkering and fixing and banging away, Kneecaps, go back to you real fast, since you've been silent for a moment.
Alrighty.
Okay. So, like I said, you've been moving boxes and stuff. You've kind of taken stock of things. You made a small mark that you were like, that's the box that I want to keep my eye on. And you pilfered a few things. But no one noticed because there was no security back here and nobody saw anything. Or have noticed anything either, so. And if any of these robots did see anything, which they didn't, they probably just assumed that, oh, you're getting ready to put those out on the floor. So, right now you're in the clear. So, what did you want to do? You want to keep stocking things, moving things around? Or did you want to check in with Doc?
I'm going to finish stocking things up. You know, now that I've taken the stuff that I think I'm going to need for later, I'm going to start bringing some things that I think would probably draw in more customers. And then after that, I was going to check with Doc.
Okay, you did all that basically as Doc was tinkering and stuff. So yeah, you're clear to go chat with Doc.
So when I do come back, what are we looking at, Doc?
Well, so far we're looking at 2 fixed machines, and apparently all the goods were coming from beating up raiders. Ironic considering who he's hiring.
Dog eat dog world out there, huh?
Apparently.
I might be overthinking this still.
Well, she's got
All
one,
right.
well, I was gonna say she's got one handy up and running completely. She's got the other ones she hasn't fixed up yet, but like I said, she's about 95% sure that she's reprogrammed it.
And I think with that, I'm gonna have to bail. My back is starting to bother me.
Ah, damn! I was hoping we were getting ready to finish this up.
I'm sorry, man.
I
can
get you,
only
my
stay for
dude.
so
I
long.
get you, my dude. I'm having a blast. I'm actually having a blast with this right now. But all right. So yeah, definitely next time, whenever that happens, we will get this taken care of, and then we can introduce Fields' character, which also gives me time to finish that other little thing up. But all right then. So let's do the quick wrap up then. All right, my friends. For those of you who are watching live or who are watching us on the rebroadcast by any chance, again, I have been Saint Uther. I was joined tonight by my wonderful friends Ambrosia Hartnett and Zawarsman. Thank you again, both of you, for joining us. It's so good to get the group back together again and have a blast. I had a fun time. I really enjoyed this. Didn't get as far as I wanted. I thought we would be moving on a little faster, but aside from because, well, thanks to internet issues, which happens. Not blaming you, my dude. It happens. It's like, fuck. So, we didn't get through exactly what I wanted to, but it gives me some breathing room. Hopefully we can get this again going next week. Was I doing anything next week? No, not next week. I'm like, wait, no, I'm good. But yeah, next week, hopefully next week, we'll be in shape again to continue where we left off and maybe be joined by our third friend and get a full party going. I have that one's already set up. I know exactly how I want to implement that. Literally right before we started, I was just putting some touches on the map because I was wondering if we were going to get here, which we didn't. But that gives me the opportunity to finish it up, so it's be all set and ready to go. And whatever encounters I have down the road, which, again, mostly set up, pretty much ready to go. Just need to put the finishing touches on them and then get ahead of the game a bit more. But now that we had a fun night tonight, or at least I think we had a fun night, I am more inspired to go forward and keep going with this, put more effort into this instead of doing other stuff, which I've been kind of dicking around with. I'm rambling. So, Ambrosia, did you have fun tonight?
Yes.
My dude, did you have some fun tonight?
I'm pretty sure I gave you a few ideas that are going to make the next session a whole lot worse.
Not, well, that is up to you guys. It is completely up to you guys. Like I said, my style and the way I'm doing this is I have a general framework. I know what my endpoints are. If a new one comes up completely on the fly because of your guys' actions and interactions, I'm willing and very much so looking forward to opening that other avenue. Like I said, like tonight I had like 2 doors. I had 2 or 3 doors that you guys could take this in, paths that you guys could take this to. And basically, like I said, like 2 or 3 endpoints. All of a sudden, you guys just found a 4th path and made a new door. Like, wait, that wasn't an option, but I like it. I'm rolling with it. Now, if you guys do take that whole path to the new door's end, oh, that's where we'll end up. And if not, well, there's always the other ones. But greatly appreciate this time. Love it, love it. Hopefully we get together again next week. And yeah, looking forward to it. And again, thank you, my dude. So glad that you're feeling better. I know, like you said, you're starting to feel it right now, so I'm not gonna hold you up here too much longer. Wrapping up, again, make sure you follow me here on Twitch. I will also be uploading this to my other channels, which should be linked in the chat below, or should be linked in the links below. And as always, my friends, make sure when you're out there in the wastelands, you follow the #1 rule and look out for yourself. Be careful of what's around you, and make sure your gun's always loaded. Until next time, my friends, this is Saint Uther signing off. Take it easy, my friends.
Ciao.
Later, Grotz.